ladies and gentlemen, this is Dolany TV. I'm Tyson Dolany, ready to get you into some maybe intermission fun for you. You know what? Some appreciation post maybe after a first period where Connor McDavid, I don't know, puts up 4 or 5 points against the Vancouver Canucks. I know, I'm dreaming, but a guy can dream on a, well, wintry day in southern Alberta. We're 2 days away from Christmas, week away from the end of 2019. And I thought, what better time to sit here, kick back for a few minutes, talk to you in appreciation of Connor McDavid. Because, guys, no matter where you are at your journey with Connor McDavid, scared to lose him, love him to death, whatever the story may be with you and Connor McDavid, let me tell you, you know what? It's all going to be good. Let's just appreciate the player he is while we have him, if you're scared about losing him, or appreciate the player he's been before making a playoff run this season, hopefully. All right, guys, what I'm going to tell you right now is maybe if you're into more of this stuff, I need to find a way to do more of this stuff, but the only way I can find a way to do more of this stuff if I know the support is going to be there for it. So definitely, I'm not saying 100% subscribe, but click the like button. Give me some feedback in the comments section. Let me know if this is more the kind of stuff you want to see, because I know a lot of other hockey YouTubers do that. I haven't to this point, right? I just did my first prospect profile on a Peli Resinen the other day, so you know what I'm getting at. There's a couple of things I want to bring to the channel, but I need to know the sports there as well for it, instead of just the game previews, the recaps, and what the Oilers could do better. So let's get to this. Connor McDavid, drafted first overall in the 2015 NHL entry draft. I will tell you my memories of course, lottery day. I was sitting on the couch in the condo I was renting a bedroom in. I had a fantastic day. You know what? Excited for the draft lottery. They get down to those final numbers, and then, oh my goodness, the Oilers logo comes up, and they're drafting first. You know what? My entire right side of my face went numb. My entire right side. Literally, I almost fell on the floor, just paralyzed how excited I was. It was one of the weirdest experiences, almost of an out-of-body experience in my life. The Oilers were drafting Connor McDavid. So we step up to the podium. I'm at work that day. I'm working in the summertime back home in Cold Lake. My boss, the owner of the furniture shop I was working at the time, he was on the phone with me. He was watching on TV. I was listening through the radio at work to 6:30 Ched, and we just both jumped for joy on each side of the phone as the Oilers drafted Connor McDavid first overall. Now, what else happened in that draft? Let's not talk about that. But you know what? Fantastic go by the Edmonton Oilers to draft Connor McDavid first overall. Then we get into the pressure, right? The fun stuff. Connor McDavid, that rookie season. You know what? 45 games, the whole Brandon Manning situation. Funny to see how much time flies, right? Brandon Manning, now our seventh defenseman. Who would have thought it back then? Well, it took a Peter Chiarelli, but it just is what it is. 16 goals, 32 assists, 48 points in that rookie season. And now, let me tell you, that was a heck of a rookie season. If it hadn't been shortened by injury, if the Oilers would have been able to stay healthy that year, that could have easily been a playoff year. You know what? Just could have been if we could have stayed healthy. Because Connor McDavid, with that team, you're talking Nuge, Eberle, Hall, you're talking everybody. We could have willed ourselves there. There's without a doubt. If we had the Connor McDavid flying around like he was in that rookie season, anything, absolutely anything was possible. 48 points, 45 games played. It was a heck of a teaser for what was come the next year. But you know what? Connor McDavid still finished 13th in All-Star voting. He still finished third in the Calder race that year. Fantastic. And you're going to see the progression of his stats as well, right? The 43.2% face-off percentages, a 2% bump the next year. He played all 82 games. 30 goals, 70 assists, 100 points. My goodness, we got a 30-goal season out of Connor McDavid. That 16-17 season, guys. I wish I had better memories of it. I really do, because I'm going to tell you, that was a crappy start to the hockey season. I had just moved home, watched a couple of the games that start of the month, but then got into broadcasting junior B hockey that year. And I missed a lot of that season. And unfortunately, I don't remember the regular season for being as magical as it was because I just wasn't there for it. That really hurts me deep down inside. But anyhow, the Oilers get into the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. The Pacific Division was ours. Wow, what a fantastic year. Everything really came together. And then you talk about Connor McDavid, the plus 27, the incredible go with Leon Draisaitl and Patrick Maroon. He was a first ballot All-Star. He was 14th in the Bing, the Lady Bing. Fantastic to see, guys, because the Lady Bing, let me tell you, that is the best player who's the most gentlemanly, fantastic sportsman, and of course offensively skilled. Well, you know what, 14th in the Lady Bing in your second season. All right, I'll take it. The Hart, well, the MVP, he goes out there and gets it. The Ted Lindsay, which is the Pearson Award back then, the Lester Pearson before it was renamed to Ted Lindsay. Well, let me tell you, he finishes first there. The Art Ross, first there as well. And then the Selke, the most defensive centerman in the league voting, right? That's a Patrice Bergeron you're starting to talk about. He finished 16th in only his second NHL season. Then 17-18, the wheels fell off the bus in Oilers land. Let me tell you, not a fantastic 21-year-old year to be in Edmonton, but Connor McDavid perseveres. 41 goals, 67 assists, 108 points. And guys, we're talking Connor McDavid scored 35 even strength goals that year. It's just, you know what, it was a miserable season to watch. It really was. And I didn't get to watch as much of it as I wanted to because my Fridays, my Saturdays, Sundays, Wednesdays spent in St. Paul, spent in Cold Lake, spent in Wainwright, somewhere watching Junior B hockey. So again, another season that's a little blip on the radar for me. But you remember it, right? One shot, one goal Talbot, and just everything that came to fruition with that miserable season. And then, well, you know what? Connor McDavid's still putting up numbers. All-Star, number 1. Lady Bing, he improves to 10th. The Hart, he finishes 5th, but it just was what it was. What are you going to do behind Taylor Hall, right? That season that Taylor Hall won it. Then the Pearson, the Ted Lindsay again, he wins that. The Art Ross, he wins that again. The Selke, he finishes 26th, but dang, is it hard to finish top 10 when you're talking about how crap miserable the Oilers were. My goodness, it was awful. Then, last season, guys, oh my goodness, if we could have gotten any kind of general manager in the seat to start the season, not have had to hire Ken Hitchcock, actually get Todd McCullough to do something. Guys, this would have been a totally different season, but for Connor McDavid, it's the most magical of his career to date till this season that we're talking right now. 116 points, 41 goals ties a career high, 75 assists sets a career high. And then you've got the All-Star, the Bing, and the Hart. You know what? All-Star first, Bing 5th, Hart 3rd. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get ourselves into the 2019-2020 season. Connor McDavid tonight, if all goes well against the Vancouver Canucks, has a chance to have 65 points in only 40 games. You want to talk about what a point per game pace that is, as Zap's a little bit hungry if you can't tell by the door moving, times 82. That's 135 points for Connor McDavid that he could be on pace for if he gets the job done tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, absolutely unreal. Right now, Connor McDavid's sitting at 21 goals. He has more than an assist per game. Guys, that would be nuts. Think about that. Even if Connor McDavid only gets an assist per game the rest of the year, we're talking, how many? We're talking 43 more games. We're talking at least, right, 104 points this season. You know he's going to score more goals. You look at the face-off percentage. It's all-time career high. The ice time, down from last year. You love to see it. And you know what? The shooting percentage, tied for a career high so far this year. Guys, this guy, you got to love him. You got to love him. Absolutely appreciate absolutely everything Connor McDavid has done for us to this point. Guys, it's no contest. Connor McDavid, the best player in the NHL. And you know what? Don't worry about him leaving because he's upset about not making the playoffs. Right now, just appreciate it because I would hate to see Oilers fans doing what they're doing with Hall, kicking themselves that they don't have him now after not really loving him as much as they possibly could have when he was here. Guys, I'm Tyson, this is Stallini TV. Thank you so much for tuning in to my Connor McDavid career recap so far, guys. I hope you enjoy this kind of content, just laid back, enjoy it a little bit, look back through the history, my little story tells to tell you, and, well, hopefully we discuss it in the comments section as well. Hope you think about subscribing now that you've watched all 10 minutes. I'm Tyson Stallini TV. I will catch you, as always, in the next one.